From the other side of the Footlights, here is WHRO FM critic M.D. Ridge.
In 85 intense minutes without intermission, Kate McCluggage takes command of Virginia Stage Company's lean, in-your-face production of Grounded and never lets go. Sauntering onto the set's steeply raked stage, hemmed in by steel-colored slabs tapering upstage on either side, McCluggage is the pilot, the play's unnamed sole character. A swaggering fighter pilot home on leave from Iraq and Afghanistan, holding her own, drinking with the guys, and swapping salty tales of what it's like to be up in the blue. The unbounded sky where the pilot is really at home, all her senses singing, her khaki flight suit and tiger helmet as comfortable as her own skin. Most guys, though, are intimidated by what she does. She explains, I take the guy spot, and they don't know what to do. She'd rather be back in the blue, but meets Eric, who's fascinated by her, not intimidated at all, and the sex is amazing. Her surprise pregnancy means she can't go back to the blue, dropping bombs on targets in far-off sands. I was born for this, she claims, and now you want to put me in the chair force? The prospect of desk duty with no more going into the blue is a downer. But Eric is thrilled, and they marry. After maternity leave, she's transferred to a desert base in Nevada where she'll be a drone pilot, sitting in a chair for 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, home every night to kiss her husband and baby girl. It's a schizophrenic sort of life, one that takes its toll. The pilot dearly loves her baby girl and embraces all the pink that surrounds her, but is ambivalent about having to leave the blue of the skies. Her job now requires an hour's drive through a dead gray desert landscape. Her fast but dreary commute is brought to life by grainy projections against the set's stark walls. Instead of flying high in the blue over the battlefield, now she's underground in a secure bunker hunched over a small black and white screen. Everything is gray. She explains, you're not looking out, you're looking down, as the drone she commands is out there hunting down the enemy in the gray. The drone pilots are called Reapers. They're precision killers, piloting their deadly drone half a world away. The pilot becomes obsessive about an assignment day after day, following one enemy subject who never gets out of his car, until one day when he's visiting his little daughter. The pilot, confused and overtaxed, seems to see her child in his arms and can't act. Another Reaper does. There's only gray now, says the pilot. In those 85 intense minutes, Kate McCluggage's character doesn't moralize, but her anguish makes audience members themselves wonder about whether killing by remote control is a good thing. How much accidental death is acceptable and to whom? Our military people pay the emotional, physical, and spiritual cost. What do we tell them to do in our name? Layla Lepard is the Chicago-based director for this Virginia Stage Company production. She wrings out the play's subdued horror almost casually to telling effect. Jenny Schaefer's costume design is purposely low-key and accurate. Jason Amato's lighting design and Sarah Tunderman's projections, particularly the desert's night stars, make very real the pilot's hurtling into understandable madness. Playwright George Brandt has tackled a contemporary issue of conscience with intelligence, care, even humor. Kudos to Virginia Stage Company and to McCluggage, Lepard et al. For a riveting evening that will not be easy to forget. From the other side of the Footlights, I'm M.D. Ridge.